NeuroBeast presents 3 Mistakes Athletes Make with Their Mental Game and How to Fix It by Tuck Taylor. This guide will change the way you perform in games forever. I am going to get straight to the point with this, so there's no fluff. You've been putting in a lot of work in hopes of performing better in your sport. You've been hitting the weights. You've been spending hours honing your skills and studying film. Now be honest with yourself. Is it really paying off? Are you performing at optimal levels every game? Does it feel you are getting back what you are putting in? Are you starting to think, is it even worth it anymore? The truth is, you've been fooled into thinking that hard work is the master key to your success in your sport. When you fail to perform your best, your coach tells you, you just have to keep putting in the work, and you continue on this vicious cycle of working hard and underperforming. The narrative of hard work equals success couldn't be further from the truth. Now don't get me wrong, high-level performers do put in the work, but they also have mastered one thing: the skill of performing. Mental performance training is one of the most overlooked and undertrained aspects of competitive sports, and probably one of the most important. Mental performance involves the psychological and cognitive skills, strategies, and tactics athletes use to perform at optimal levels. Most coaches and programs teach you how to execute a skill, but very little address the state of mind you need to be in to perform them effectively. Athletes are performers. In this sense, they are no different than musicians, singers, and public speakers. They must have the ability to execute a set of skills in high-pressure situations. Their brains must be adaptable and have the ability to effectively process information while regulating their emotions in stressful situations. This is completely different from the mindset and state of consciousness you are in when you are training. This is why many athletes fail to translate the way they perform in practice to the game. This guide will get you crystal clear on the 3 mistakes athletes make with their mental game and how to fix it. After reading and learning the necessary action steps, the way you perform will be transformed forever. Why listen to me? Hello, my name is Tuck Taylor, and I'm an author, entrepreneur, mental performance coach, and former NCAA athlete. Over the course of my career, I've had the privilege of helping over 500+ athletes improve their mental performance through the use of my Game Time Brain program. My client list includes athletes in the MLB, NBA, NFL, as well as various athletes in the NCAA. We have also had a lot of success working with professional golfers, MMA fighters, and volleyball athletes. With my extensive experience and expertise, I have developed a deep understanding of the factors that can contribute to underperformance in games and competitions. This knowledge has allowed me to become a valuable resource for general managers, agents, and coaches. My passion for human performance has driven me to dedicate over half of my life to studying and improving the field. Through my company NeuroBeast, I have explored different ways to optimize in-game performance and have been able to develop tools and strategies that have had a huge impact on the way an athlete performs in games and competitions. But I can't take all of the credit. I have a team of dedicated researchers that have contributed to case studies, program designs, and the optimization of our frameworks. We have also spent thousands of dollars on seminars, certificates, and consultations with sports psychologists, neurocognitive specialists, and even spiritual advisors. Our growth mindset and relentless quest to develop ways to help our athletes is what has inevitably led to the success of our program. Through working with hundreds of athletes, we were able to pinpoint the 3 mistakes athletes make with their mental game. By obtaining this guide, you have taken a major step to improving your performance. My mission is to get you wired to win by giving you proven strategies and techniques that have helped hundreds of our athletes overcome limitations and maximize their performance. I am confident that my expertise and dedication will empower you to unlock your true potential and achieve the success you desire. Okay, enough about me. Let's go over the 3 mistakes athletes make with their mental game and how to fix it. Mistake 1. Your confidence is solely linked to the way you perform. Developing bulletproof confidence is one of the most effective ways to immediately improve overall performance. The truth is, most athletes don't realize how fragile their confidence actually is. They rely on playing well to be confident, and when they make mistakes, their confidence is immediately impacted. They polarize the magnitude of their mistakes, causing distorted perspectives and false narratives about their own abilities and self-worth. As their self-esteem continues to diminish, they may experience prolonged slumps lasting weeks, months, and even years, significantly impacting the trajectory of their careers. The truth is, most athletes don't have a game plan for confidence, and as a result, they leave their confidence up to chance. They chase outcomes and not processes. Their play is inconsistent. They display bad body language. They lack the skills and knowledge on how to regain their confidence once it starts to slip. And what's the cost when they continue to lack a game plan for their confidence? They get easily overwhelmed in games. They fail to perform when the pressure is on. They are overly triggered by mistakes. They lack presence. They lose hope in achieving their goals. One of my clients had this very issue. I won't say his name, but he plays professional baseball in the majors and statistically was one of the top performers at his position last year. Before his break into the majors, he was a streaky minor league player struggling with consistency and confidence. When he was hitting well, was on top of the world, but the moment he started playing badly, he would go into long slumps. He was referred to me by a mutual friend, and I began to work with him on a plan to help bulletproof his confidence. One of the main aspects of his game plan that made a profound impact on his performance was the detachment from toxic expectations and false beliefs. In our sessions, he was able to quickly identify unrealistic goals, strict demands, and absolute needs he had been placing on his performance. He realized that by being attached to these expectations, he was taking himself out of the present moment by focusing on outcomes and not processes. By removing these thoughts and honing in on his process, he was able to stay present and have more trust in his abilities. He quickly adapted to our program and started seeing results in his performance almost immediately. His coaches were wondering what he had been doing to improve so dramatically. He would eventually get called up to the big leagues and had a great season. He was featured on ESPN Top Plays 5 times, led the league in clutch points, and was one of the top 5 performing players in his position. By crafting a confidence game plan with us, he was able to clearly visualize his success, detach himself from outcomes, and stay more committed to the process. Mistake 2. Your pregame routine isn't optimized to get you into a flow state. The truth is that without flow states, your best performance will always be out of reach. You might have moments of brilliance, but they're sporadic, unpredictable, and short-lived. Many athletes crave to be in this optimal state, but the truth is very few understand how to consciously access flow. Without flow states, you're missing out on the opportunity to reach your true potential. You'll be settling for average performances when greatness is within your reach. Imagine what you could achieve if you could consistently access flow states and perform at your peak on a regular basis. Your performance would feel effortless. Your movements would feel free and seamless. You would be less reactive to mistakes and more present in the moment. You'd have a deeper connection with your environment. You could slow the game down. You'd be less tired. You would have more fun. So how do you prioritize flow? By crafting a pregame routine that is composed of essential elements that induce flow states. Some of these elements include movement, breathwork, visualization, and cognitive motor training. When these elements are put together in a routine, your brain becomes flooded with neurotransmitters that promote focus, clarity, oneness, and bliss. One of my clients that played college basketball was one of the hardest working athletes I've ever trained. It was her ritual to get in 100 made three-pointers the day before every game, which was a habit that even blew her coaches away. Towards the middle of the season, she would go on one of the worst shooting slumps of her career. One of her teammates that we worked with had her reach out to see if we could help. We assessed her and immediately discovered that her pregame routine was missing key elements needed to cultivate flow states. After a couple of sessions, we helped her craft a new pregame routine that would help optimize her performance by promoting flow states. In her very next game, she went 4 for 7 behind the three-point line and was a huge contributor in her team's victory. I remember her mentioning that after completing the routine, she felt more free and had more trust in her abilities. This is the feeling she was looking to achieve by getting in 100 made baskets before every game, but was able to get there with less effort and in a more effective manner. By prioritizing flow, we have seen our clients elevate their status from supporting roles to starting positions, from being not recruited to signing college scholarships, from having little trust from coaches and teammates to being the go-to person in tight situations in games, from being stressed out by games and competitions to finding fulfillment in the small nuances that come along with their sport. Make flow a priority by engaging in a pregame routine is made up of elements that promote this state of consciousness. Breathwork, strategic visualizations, physical movement, and cognitive training are just some of the things you can implement to get into flow. Mistake 3. You aren't assessing and improving your cognitive motor ability. Elite athletes consistently demonstrate superior cognitive abilities compared to their sub-elite and amateur counterparts. Cognitive skills, such as reaction time, working memory, and impulse control, play a crucial role in achieving success in sports. Athletes who can process information quickly, make accurate decisions, and manage their emotions while coordinating their movements have a significant advantage over their competition. We once worked with an outfielder who was having trouble processing where the ball was traveling when hit to the outfield. His footwork was ineffective and often he was late on responding to the ball. We incorporated cognitive motor training into his training regimen, and it wasn't long before his reads on the ball became more accurate and his footwork more smooth. In spring training, he would even steal a home run from his idol Aaron Judge by leaping and catching a ball that was going to go over the wall. Truth is, by failing to train your cognitive abilities, you are not stimulating and strengthening the neural pathways required for elite-level performances. Your brain's ability to rapidly process information directly impacts the accuracy and efficiency of your responses. Truth is, you are leaving a lot on the table by not doing this. Recent research shows that cognitive motor training activates the part of the brain responsible for anticipation and improves memory and impulse control. It's time to recognize the significance of cognitive training and make it an essential part of your athletic development. By doing so, you can unlock your true abilities and take your performance to new heights. To effectively incorporate cognitive motor training, you need to follow our 3-step approach. First, assess your cognitive abilities to identify your strengths and areas for improvement. This baseline measurement will serve as a reference point for tracking your progress. Next, engage in targeted training exercises specifically designed to enhance your cognitive skills. These exercises will focus on improving your working memory, enhancing your focus and concentration, and refining your decision-making abilities under pressure. Consistently practicing these cognitive drills will sharpen your skills and elevate your overall performance. Finally, regularly reassess your cognitive abilities to monitor your progress and make necessary adjustments to your training regimen. This ongoing evaluation ensures that you continuously push your cognitive limits and optimize your performance potential. Imagine stepping into a game or competition knowing that your cognitive abilities have been honed for success. By undergoing cognitive training and developing enhanced cognitive skills, you gain a mental advantage over your opponents. You can make split-second decisions, react swiftly to changing situations, and maintain focus and composure under pressure. This newfound confidence will undoubtedly translate into improved performance on the field, court, or track. Incorporating cognitive motor training into your pregame routines is the key to experiencing these benefits firsthand. By recognizing the importance of cognitive training and embracing our 3-step approach, you can unlock your true potential and dominate your sport with sharpened cognitive abilities. Don't miss out on gaining a competitive edge and taking your performance to the next level. The truth is, most hard-working athletes aren't getting the results they want, and they will continue on this vicious cycle if they don't do something different. If you are tired of underperforming, it's time to upgrade the way you prepare for games. Through research and case studies, we have discovered practical ways to enhance the in-game performance of our athletes. Our multifaceted approach equips athletes with bulletproof confidence, teaches them how to consistently enter into flow states, and leverages the power of cognitive motor training to increase their decision-making and coordination. We have transformed the careers of hundreds of our clients, and now you can do the same for yours. No more feeling bad for yourself. No more overtraining. No more self-doubt. Now is the time you change the trajectory of your career by changing the way you train and prepare for games. I remember a time when I felt sorry for hard-working athletes that were underperforming. They had the drive, they just lacked the knowledge on how to perform. Well, I don't feel sorry anymore. They have a choice. Continue doing the same thing and get the same result. Or step outside of their comfort zone and commit to a proven method to increase their performance. If you are serious about taking this step, we can set you up with a mental performance strategy session where we will help construct a plan for you based on our methods and to see if you qualify for our Game Time Brain program. The value of this call is $500, but I'm going to give it to you for free for making it this far in the guide. Click the link below to book your call. We are only offering these consultations free for the next 3 days only. So book your call today. Remember, when you know better, you have to do better. And when you do better, you get better results. Book your mental performance strategy session today. Thank you for listening. We are excited to work with you and help you get wired to win.